Well, it's been all quiet here in January from Nintendo, but we finally have something from Nintendo to talk about, and it's not what you're expecting. I know a lot of people are saying, "Where's the Direct?" This is not the Direct, but that doesn't mean that we won't get one in January. There's still time; it's still possible. They have done a Direct after a little mini thing in the past, so you know. Fingers crossed. I want to hear more from Nintendo, but let's talk about what they did tell us. This is from Nintendo's press releases, and it says here, have you always wanted to participate in a video game tournament? Nintendo has 2 upcoming tournaments for you. Starting in February, Nintendo is hosting a series of online qualifying events for the Splatoon 2 North America Inkling Open 2019 and the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North America Open 2019. 2 tournaments for 2 competitive Nintendo Switch games. These open qualifiers will lead up to a final event at PAX East Video Game Conference in Boston on March 30th. There are multiple ways to play and participate, and players of all experience levels are welcome. You can check out the announcement video. I'll put a link in the show notes for that. And to get more details, it goes on. Doug Bowser then was asked about it, and he said, this inclusive pair of tournaments is a great way for anyone to show off their skills. So this is not just for the best of the best of the best, although if you're not the best of the best of the best, you're going to lose against these guys. But that's okay. It's just fun to play. He says it's a great way for anyone to show off their skills while playing 2 of their favorite Nintendo Switch online games. That was from Doug Bowser. And for those of you that don't know, yes, his name is actually Doug Bowser, and he is the vice president of sales and marketing, I think, for Nintendo. He goes on to say Nintendo games are for everyone and offer a unique combination of social competitive fun. That's why we're opening the qualifying rounds to fans of all levels. Now, that all sounds great, and if you want more details, obviously that stuff is available, but I have to complain about this. And I don't like to complain, but I have to complain about this. At no point anywhere in all of that is a prize listed. And if you want people to get excited about an eSports event, there needs to be a big prize at the end. I've said this before from about Nintendo. They want to get into esports, but they don't want to spend money to do it. I feel like they're being cheap. I don't like to say that they're being cheap, but I feel like they're being cheap because when you look at the big esports tournaments, the winners walk away with money, not just a trophy. And I'm sure that the trophy's fine. Hopefully the trophy's made better than that. There was a trophy for, I think it was Overwatch, that broke up on stage just when the winners were holding it up. But that's not the point. People who want to compete in this stuff, they want to win money. And if Nintendo is not going to offer money to the winners of these tournaments, then people aren't going to take it as seriously as they do for other games. And the more people who take it seriously, the more people, like, there's a trickle down effect to this. If there is a bunch of money for a tournament, then the pros are going to be practicing for that tournament. And the pros, they want to make money while they're practicing. How are they going to do that? They're going to stream on Twitch. And if they're streaming on Twitch, then there's a bunch of people who are watching your game and they're seeing your game get played and they're seeing how awesome and competitive it is. And they're excited about it. And they're watching these amazing players and they're like, maybe if I practice, I can be as good as them. And then they see those players, those amazing players, compete up on the big stage at PAX East and win thousands of dollars. That leads to aspirations. So the people they're aspirational about it and they want to jump in there and try it for themselves. And that leads to more sales. And Nintendo doesn't seem to understand this. I don't know why, but there needs to be prizes for this kind of thing. And Nintendo, I feel like you're just dropping the ball here. I really, really do.